Hello everybody, my name is Merc and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going through what the best crop is to farm for money, and we'll throw in XP as well because why not. But just a little tutorial / guide for you guys, just so you know what you're looking into when you're getting into the garden and what specifically to go for. It's melon. There you go, you can click off now. Not wasting your time. Melon's the best. You get the most money from melon. But if you want to know why, this is why. So basically, I have a mod called Sky Honey, which is really good for the garden. It shows a lot of stats and all that stuff. But if I hold a tool, it will show up even more stats. As you can see, sort of in the middle right of the screen, we have something called money per hour, the NPC price. So the way it works is it does the calculation off of how much you're collecting over the time that you're farming, and then it will X that to an hour, and then there you go, you got your price. Now, it says 8.7 million, but that's because in the last hour, I haven't farmed any melon. I farmed melon for like 3 minutes and then didn't farm anything else just to get that board up. But if I do this, I've spawned in pumpkin because I've got the angle already, and then I can just like fly over here. 1 second. Get this lined up. So if I start farming melon, you'll see that it actually goes up and up and up, and it shows you how much I can make. Now that I'm getting stuff in, everything updates and it kind of goes off, right, my farming fortune, it bases everything I've got and it shows you what I'm getting. Now, as you can see, melon is actually third on the list, but something with melon and pumpkin is you can get RNG drops. Basically, there is a ability on this called Roll'em plus plus, which you get by getting dicer 3. The higher your dicer, the more this ability goes up and the more it works. And essentially, the more you get per RNG drop. So there's a few different types of drops that you can get, all ranging up to like RNGesus, which I think you get like 8 enchanted melon blocks or something like that. It might be 8 or 4. I can't remember off the top of my head. But because of the RNG on this, it really puts melon at the top of the list. Now, as you can see for mine, my top is Netherwort and then wheat. These are just two really highly profitable crops. So if you don't have a melon farm or you're working towards melon farm, Netherwort and wheat are really good ones to do just because of how much they can get you. Now, obviously, RNG is RNG. You may get the RNGesus drop once an hour. You may get it once every 5 minutes. It just really genuinely does depend. I had it twice in 20 minutes once and got diamond in the event. And that's what got me my diamond medal within melons. So as you can see, it's only 900k behind the Netherwort. And the Netherwort is a really consistent money per hour. There's no extra drops. There's nothing like that you're going to get. So that is definitely consistent. And then with all the RNG and the extra drops from the melon and the pumpkin, you're definitely pushing over that 13.3 million. Now, there's no guarantee as to what you're going to get, but I found I've made at least 1 to 3 million just off of the RNGesus stuff on its own. If you look at enchanted melon blocks and I get 8 out for you, that's worth 413,000 on its own. So getting one of those, selling to NPC, is worth 400k just on its own. And in an hour, I found I normally get 1, maybe 2 of those without a problem. And then all the other stuff on top of it, I'm easily making over what Netherwort is making. Now, the reason mine says NPC price and not Bazaar is because I'm an Iron Man player. This account is Iron Man, and it's what I'm grinding at the moment. Bazaar prices are slightly different and are typically more. So you can use this as a sort of foundation. And if you aren't Iron Man, you can sort of use this as a, right, that's what you get on Iron Man. You can get more in the Bazaar. Now, I don't know the exact prices in Bazaar, and my prices aren't the highest. You can definitely make a lot more than this. I've seen people in the high teens, low 20s on melon just because of how consistent it is and how good it is. Now, there is argument recently for cactus to probably start creeping its way up into one of the best money per hour crops simply because of the latest update that it's had. If you're unaware, the cactus knife now gives you a 100 farming speed buff while in the garden, which now allows you to farm cactus at 478 farming speed without a hitch, and you're consistently getting crops from that, and it's really good. So definitely keep an eye out for cactus and see where it goes. This list is subject to change, and as I said earlier, it's based on you. If you have a level 3 melon dicer but a level 1 wheat hoe, you're obviously going to make more doing the melon dicer, so it really does help if you are high level and as high as possible. Other things to help are things like your armor, getting mossy on all of these things. If not, you can just use bustling until mossy, getting all your rooted on your accessories, green farm, things like that as well. And then pets and everything like that comes into play. I have a few videos on the channel explaining how to get as high farming fortune as possible, which goes over everything and why it works. And then also a video on Friday explaining about the pets and which pet is the best, essentially, which will give you the most farming fortune. It was really good for collections. Now, in terms of collections, if you want XP, grind mushroom. Mushroom is the best thing for XP. It just is statistically. So set up a little mushroom farm, grind that, and you'll get to farming 60 in no time, compared to the other crops at least. The mushroom cow, and I did speak about this in the best pet video, but it has an ability called Mushroom Eater, which allows you to drop crops. Now, when it is level 100, you will drop exactly 1 crop per block hit. Now, a block is basically 1 crop, or if you're on sugarcane and melon, you actually get 2 because you're hitting the middle block of that farm, and you're taking 2 out, so you actually get 2 for that. There's a reason for that in a second, bear with me. But when your mushroom cow is level 100, just farming in general, because you're going to be getting mushrooms, you will make an extra 720,000 per hour just for farming. So whatever you're making, add 720k towards it just by having the mushroom cow. Now, bear in mind, that is with a 20 block per second thing. I know not every farm is exactly 20 blocks per second. Some of them are like 19.5 or whatever it may be. So just round it down a little bit. Maybe 650k, 680k, but roughly 700,000 just for farming, as well as using the mushroom cow. But what's really cool is that doubles if you are farming cactus or sugarcane, because you're technically taking out 2 blocks because you hit the middle one and there's a block above it. So that doubles to 1.4 million coins per second, again with 20 blocks per second, which is really, really good. So if you find you're currently at the point where sugarcane is your best crop or your second best crop, just behind like netherwort or something, and you're only like 800k behind it, it's better to actually farm sugarcane for you at that moment, because you're getting 1.5 million coins extra just from the mushrooms alone. Now, if you don't want to rely on consistency, or you don't want to rely on the RNG drops, then obviously netherwort is going to be one of your best crops. And mushroom is kind of an unsung hero, because the mushroom blocks actually do sell for quite a lot of money, and because of the mushroom cow and things like that. So I've got a lot of red mushroom blocks here that I've not even really grinded for myself. I've just been getting them through the mushroom cow, and every stack is 3.2 million. So without even really focusing, I've made a couple of million just from mushrooms. And obviously farming mushrooms with the mushroom cow is going to give you a crazy amount of farming fortune, so that's going to be really good as well. Basically what I'm trying to say is, anything that you farm, you're going to make a decent amount of money. But if you really want to be endgame farming, making the most that you can, you want to push for melon. I'm going to say make sure you have a cactus farm set up. I do think that cactus is going to be one of the best things to farm for sure. Especially with that added bonus with the mushroom cow, you're getting 1.5 million extra just for farming it. So it's very, very good. So late game crops include wheat, netherwort, pumpkin melon, and cactus. Melon and cactus are the 2 that I would say to push for when you are grinding. That helps you for now, guys. I understand that they may be changing a few things eventually, or if you're unaware of what specifically to grind for. I get a lot of people ask me in my streams, what's the best crop? How do I make the most money? And that is it. That is basically what the best crop is and why. And although it may not be the top of the list in terms of money per hour, you've got to do some digging and some research into, okay, well, how can I ensure that that is correct? Because it's not giving you every detail on that list. You are also getting RNG drops, and you are also getting mushrooms from the mushroom cows. So you've got to understand where that comes from as well, and you've got to do some research and look into the abilities and try and do some stuff out. But that's what I've done for you, so you don't have to today. In other notes, we do have the Wall of Legends. If you want to get on it, you can always visit me and then check out how to get on it. We really appreciate for everyone for being on this Wall of Legends. We recently just did a 24-hour stream on TikTok and Twitch, and it went amazingly, guys. It was really, really a lot of fun. So look forward to a video coming out about that soon. It's a big video, so bear with me on getting it done. But yeah, look forward on a video on that soon. We're still working towards all our cultivating stuff and just pushing things in the garden as for now. If you have anything else you want me to go over specifically, let me know down in the comments below. I can definitely help you guys out. If you want to watch videos a day early, you can always become a member to the channel to get benefits like that and priority chat in Discords and things like that as well. So have a look at that if you really want to help me out and help out the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon. If you haven't already, maybe check out my other videos here.